Hey friends. Um, well, in keeping with the theme of this week and next week, or at least half of next week, I am continuing to eat a raw vegan diet and do a raw vegan cleanse this week. And as I've spoken about now on several posts, this is not just a physical practice. It's and I it's one of these things where going into it, it's gonna be a big deal. If you've never done it before, you maybe don't know what you're getting into. But if you've done this kind of thing before, made a kind of, in this case, abrupt dietary adjustment. Ordinarily, I wouldn't recommend that. Ordinarily, I'd recommend taking kind of tapering into it a bit and tapering out of it. But in this case, we plunged from one day to the next into a raw vegan diet. And day one was a little rough, but man, yesterday started to. I barely had any cravings at all. My energy was good all day. It's always remarkable to me how quickly the body adjusts to something that is ultimately extremely beneficial or extremely aligned with the body's natural way of eating, way of using nutrition, way of processing energy. And there's a lot of dials to turn and tweak to get this right so that you're not feeling kind of overwhelmed by the experience. But I think we're doing okay so far. Like I said, yesterday felt really great. We had a couple of really good meals. But what continues to show up for me and what I continue to be reminded of is that this is so much not really even primarily a physical experience. It's primarily a spiritual experience or a psychic experience. It's primarily a consciousness experience. And so some things have shown up over the last couple of days. Like, I read a poem yesterday by Hafiz called "The Dumbest Thing You Can Do." And it's basically, this is my daily Hafiz poem. I read it last night before bed. And he basically says the dumbest thing you can do is to backbite an animal or another human being. Reason is, aside from the fact that an animal, if it's not feeling too happy that day, might bite you back, anyone you speak ill of, there's a danger that some of their shadow might fall on you. And he's like, there's some degree of their impression that might spill out onto your floor. And I suspect you already have your hands full trying to keep things tidy. That's a paraphrase of the poem. But it's this beautiful kind of searing, but also playful admonition not to talk shit about other people. And I realized as I I'm connecting this with the cleanse because I'm in this, I go into a kind of an open psychic state when I'm on this cleanse. My mind opens up and impulses come in more easily, more quickly. I become struck by insight. It's almost like the barrier between me and cosmic energy gets a little thinner, and it just is able to penetrate more. So what immediately struck me as I read this poem was not just like, don't talk bad about people, right? I mean, we all kind of know that, and there's the old golden rule, do unto others as you'd like them to do unto you. But this notion that we are bringing, that when we basically talk badly about someone, in other words, we're not talking constructively, we're not critiquing constructively, we're not saying things with the interest to help someone else. We're saying them sort of for the satisfaction of being like, yeah, they're kind of shitty. We are actually inviting their shadow, precisely the thing that we think we're bad mouthing, is being invited into our life. And it's just, because you gotta wonder, well, what is that person wrestling with that makes them have the flaw or the challenge or the kind of negative attribute that we're bad mouthing? That's their shadow. And we are unconsciously connecting to that. When we accept, when we accept their surface, right? When we see someone having a negative attribute and we accept the surface of their existence and we critique it, we badmouth it, we talk some shit about it, what we're doing is we're actually resonating with their shadow, which is the part of them that would also badmouth this, that is showing up, throwing up this attribute as a defense for not having to look at their shadow. So we're kind of, it's almost like anti-healing. It's like, instead of alleviating the pressure and the tension around a complex that's causing negative behavior, we're enforcing it. We're sort of like slapping it on the nose once, conditioning it to want to be even more guarded. And the thing is, we're doing this whether we talk shit to their mouth, to their face or not. We're doing this simply by the resonance of our psyche with theirs. Isn't that a trip? Oh, my daughter is awake. Sweet pea. Good morning. Come here. Come here, my love. Honey, I'm in the middle of my video post. Do you want to come say hi? No, you don't want to say hi. You alright? What's that cough? Alright, I'm going to finish up and then we can go play with the balloon, okay? I was trying to slip it in before anybody woke up, but apparently someone's up early. So, now I gotta watch my language. Come here, beautiful one. What?
Why is it chair so high?
Why is it so high?
Yeah. I mean, why is your desk so high?
Because this is how I like to have it.
Does it lower down?
Yeah, it lowers down if you wanted to. I believe I have arrived at the termination point of my daily insight. But suffice it to say that this experience of being on the cleanse, and I woke up this morning with another powerful impulse about it was a cherish this one life. It was a sense that we don't want to cheat ourselves out of the full experience of life. I know I've known people, and you hear from people that as life wears on, you know, if you look at society, there's a kind of sense that people sometimes feel cheated out of their own life. And what a tragic thing, because ultimately that it's in our control. It's all of it is in our control. And we just have to realize that, you know. And so, and I think again, the cleanse is thinning that barrier, that insulating barrier between me and a kind of cosmic energy that's really putting me right up against some of that stuff, putting me right up against some of those insights. You want Gerard to say hi?
Mm-hmm.
Hello. Hi everyone. It's been a while. I haven't done a video post in quite some time. Right? Yeah, it's been a long time. I woke up early this morning. Didn't we? We woke up early. Yeah. Sometimes you just can't predict how that's gonna go. But we're gonna have a fun day.
Yeah.
We're gonna play with balloons.
Yeah.
We might even go swimming.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody has a swim camp today, don't we?
Uh-huh. We have a swim camp together.
Yeah, I have a swim camp I'm gonna go too. We'll see if the teachers let me in the pool. Sometimes they say no. But you can go. Can't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe we should say, I'm getting closer. Closer and closer.
Drive,
Closer and
that's not good
closer
for
and
yours.
closer.
Hey, Gerard.
What?
You know that's not good for your eyes, do you?
Not good for my what?
Your eyes.
My eyes?
Yeah.
You mean because I'm so close to the
And
screen?
it's not good for your brain either.
What? Because I'm so close to the screen?
Yeah, because then your brain is thinking not just the fun things. It's just thinking about the phone. It's not thinking about anything else.
That's true. We do try to keep our distance from screens, don't we?
Uh-huh.
But right now I'm getting closer. Closer and
Take-
closer and closer and
Take-
closer and
take my
closer.
Take Papa.
What's
Next
it?
time. Alright, take Papa next time.
Oh, take a pop. Okay. Closer and closer and closer and closer and closer. Ah! I'm tickling both of you.
Hey.
Ugh. All right, let's say bye-bye. Bye.
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 George, say goodbye.
Bye. I appreciate you.
Bye.
Thank you for watching.
Bye.
Can you hold Gerard while I push the button?
No.
All right. Or you can push the button. Here we go. Bye, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Love you. Push. No, Gerard can't push the button. He doesn't have it yet. You have to push the button. Come on, sweet.
I'm frightened.
All right.
Okay.
Do it with Gerard. Ah!
Gerard wants to.
I know, but Gerard can't.
Yeah.
Right. You gonna do it, hon?